And hello, hello, hello. We are here at the Out of the Mud Studios at the beautiful downtown Flint. This is Juice the Truth, episode 18. And this is my personal journey in investing with Juice the Truth. And here's Juice.
What's up, y'all? It is Juice the Truth, episode 18, and I'm stepping in with y'all today to talk about investments. So, this is an important conversation to have right now because right now people are getting money from tax refunds to profit sharing from those General Motors people, from jobs or wherever your income is coming from or extra income. We just want to have the conversation of investing. So, one of the things that I started, well, first of all, let me say this. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. She turned 19. Happy birthday to my baby. Turned 19 years old. And with that being said, one of the things that we discussed yesterday on her birthday was stocks, her having an investment account, and just how important it is for her to start to build her investments starting now at 19 years old. So, one of the things that I did, disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor. So, for people who don't know, I am not a licensed financial advisor. However, I do like to educate myself about investments and learning investments so that I can teach my kids the same thing. So, and nobody taught me, so everything that I learned I had to go looking for this type of information. So, the first thing that we talked about was starting her an investment account, a brokerage account. So when she was about 16 years old, I started her a custodial account. So if you have children, you want to make sure you listen to this information. If you have children and you want to learn how to invest for those children, starting now, you can invest. If your child is under the age of 18 years old, you can start what is called a custodial account. So a custodial account is a brokerage account for children under the age of 18, where you can add money to this account so that you can be able to purchase stock for the children, for your children that you have. So one of the things that I did, I have two children. I opened both of my kids up custodial accounts. My son at the time was about 11 and my daughter 16. And once your child get 18 years old, then they automatically have access to that account to be able to invest for themselves. But before then, if you have children under 18, you want to open up a custodial account. So first thing you have to do is start a brokerage account. A brokerage account, my brokerage account personally, I go through E-Trade. Now there's multiple places that you can go through. E-Trade, you have E-Trade, you have Fidelity, you have Robinhood, and I do believe that Cash App also, you can buy stock through Cash App. I don't go through Cash App, I go through E-Trade. So through E-Trade, I opened up two custodial accounts and I started reoccurring deposits into those accounts. So what that means is you set that account up so that a certain amount of money, so every time I get paid, a certain amount of money will go into those accounts. So, and you don't have to have a lot of money to invest. Let me tell you, you don't have to have a lot of money to invest. You can invest $10, you can invest $15, maybe every week, every 2 weeks, and it goes into this account, and you can kind of keep it there until you're ready to invest into stocks. So, someone that I learned from was a guy called the Wall Street Trapper. And I just want to give you all the information. If you don't know who the Wall Street Trapper is, the Wall Street Trapper is a financial educator, investor, and a content creator. He is not a licensed financial advisor. So, no, he's not a financial advisor, but he does educate. He has done a lot of work in educating himself about stocks and how to invest in stocks. He focuses on teaching financial literacy, stock market investing, and wealth building strategies to help people transition from the trap to financial freedom. So he's one of the people that I've been following for a long time, that I've gathered a lot of information from, and he's helped me to build a portfolio for both of my children. So through the E-Trade account, the custodial account, with both of them being under the age of 18, what I did was just set up reoccurring deposits. So every 2 weeks, maybe about $25 go into each account. So instead of purchasing like material things for birthdays, Christmas, or whatever celebration they have, I just put money into their stock accounts. So, we just want to talk about investments because I know a lot of people right now, you are getting those refund checks back, you are getting those profit sharing checks. And before you go blowing this money, spending this money, taking vacations and buying all this material things, let me tell you how important it is to start to invest into your children's future and yours. Because another thing I did was open up a Roth IRA account. So a Roth IRA account is a retirement account that don't take taxes out. So for people who have those 401 accounts with their jobs, you can actually open up a Roth IRA account and transfer your funds to the Roth IRA account. So when it's time to take the money out, you will not have to pay taxes on that. Telling you, that's a good tip. So the Wall Street Trapper, one of the things that he does is really step by step show you how to invest, what to invest in. And like I said, he's not a licensed advisor, but he does give really, really good tips about investing. So if you've got your refund check this year, if you've gotten those profit sharing checks, I would encourage you to take at least 20 to 30% and put it into an investment account, whether it's for you, whether it's for your children. If you're married, that's something that you guys really want to start and invest in and put some money away for your future. And so that you can start to make money off of your money instead of going to spend it on lavish vacations. I'm telling you, this will help you. So the custodial account, like I said, is for children under the age of 18. You can actually start that at any time. If you have a 1 year old, you can start a custodial account for any child under the age of 18, where you can start to put money away and even invest in some of the stocks. So some of the stocks that I invest in with my kids, my son, he's a gamer. He likes to play video games. And instead of me purchasing the video games, I purchased some of the Sony stock for him, which Sony actually was doing really, really good. I'm not for sure exactly how it was doing. I haven't checked it in a while, but Sony was one of the stocks that was doing extremely well, and he was making money off of his investments. So that's one of the stocks that I started for my son. My daughter, she has a few different ones. But one of the things that I just learned was the Vanguard S&P 500. So the one of the S&P 500s is um it's like I'm not gonna say it's a stock. I forgot what it's called, but it has 500 of the largest U.S. companies covering 88% of the U.S. equity market. So it has 500 of the top companies in the U.S. in that one. It's an index fund. In that one fund, index fund, right? Okay. In that one index fund, it has 500 of the top companies of the U.S. Who said that? It only gets better. So the Vanguard S&P 500, I believe right now the cost of that one is like maybe about a little bit over 600 for one share. Yeah, for one share. But that increases gradually. Now listen, if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, this is not it. This is for long-term investing. If you're interested in long-term investments, you want to start investing now, and maybe it can grow for the next 10 to 15 years. This is not a get rich quick scheme. So, and this is some information that a lot of us do not get to learn, and a lot of times we don't go looking for this information. Myself, I went looking for this information, so I ran into a lot of different information that I didn't know before about stocks and investments. You say I like to ask a question. I am supreme clientele. I like to ask the question, how much do all need a month? So That would be up to you. You don't need a lot of money to start investing. Even if you don't make a lot of money, you can still start investing and putting money away into your investment accounts. You don't need a whole bunch of money. See, and I think that's what deters people away from trying to invest into stocks, because it's the lack of knowledge, not knowing how to invest in stocks, and it's also the fact that they believe that they need a lot of money to invest. You don't need a lot of money. Whatever you make, if you have an extra $10, that's an extra $10 that you can put into an investment account, even if you don't buy stock right now. So one of the things that I did, maybe I didn't, you don't have enough money to purchase an Amazon stock or a Walmart stock. What you do is set up reoccurring deposits. That means you can maybe put in 10, 15, 20, $25 if you have it, $50 to $100 every time you get paid, every check. That way it goes straight into that account. So instead of, you going out to eat and you spend that 20 or $30 out to eat at a restaurant, you can put that 20 or $30 into that investment account and leave it there until you're ready to start purchasing stock. That's one of the things that I'm currently doing right now. So one of the stocks that I'm like interested in is the Vanguard S&P 500, which has the top 500 US companies in it. So right now, I might not be able to get one. So I'm putting the money into the investment account until I get enough to purchase that stock. And that's one of the things that you can do. If you don't have enough money to purchase a stock, just make sure you put in that reoccurring deposit into the account until you're ready to purchase stock. You definitely want to start at some point though. So like I said, you don't need a lot of money. If you do, you can be working part-time. And if you have an extra $10, $15 that you can put into that account, put it into that account. Is that a comment? I can't even see that. I don't know. Oh, he said, check out the Great American Dividend Machine by Bill Petrini. Petroni. Okay. Huh? Okay. Yeah, so I have to check that out because I never heard about him at all. But yeah, the first thing you want to do is you want to set up your account. So you want to go through E-Trade. I know some people may have used Credit Karma, not Credit Karma, Cash App. I don't use Cash App. I don't know how like the effects of using Cash App, but I've been with E-Trade for a couple years and I'm like very familiar with how E-Trade operates. And I really, really like E-Trade. So I will refer you to E-Trade if you do set up a broker's account. But there's also Fidelity, there's Robinhood, and like I said, there's Cash App. But you definitely want to start your account right now. I think it takes a couple days to verify because you do have to set up your bank account. So you have to connect your bank account to the investment account because that's where the money is going to be coming from. I don't believe that you can set up a debit card or anything. You have to set up the actual account to the investment account. Said $25 a week is actually a great start. That's a great start because if you think about it, most of the people who go out every weekend, you spend way more than $25. I know people that go out every weekend and you spend about 60, 70, $80 a weekend on drinks and hanging out. So if you have 60, $70 a weekend to spend, you have at least 25 to $30 a week to put into an investment account so that you can start preparing for your future and your kids' future. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is set up an account, a brokerage account that gives you access to start to buy stocks. He said Digit used to do it. Oh, Jock said Digit used to do it. I haven't heard. I haven't looked into. I'm gonna have to look into that. Digit. What is Digit, Jock? And if you do, if you already invest in stocks, please comment. Comment where do you buy your stock from? Comment where do you have your investment account set up at? Like I said, huh? It should be. I thought you did it. Okay. So yeah, if you're interested in it, I would definitely tell you to go look up the Wall Street Trapper. He is like one of the best people to get that education from. That's one of the people that's the top person that I listen to every morning. Every night I'm on his pod. Like, he has a YouTube channel. You want to subscribe to his YouTube channel and really get into learning about stocks, because it's a great time. If everybody know, there's like a whole war going on right now too, that we need to tap into and learn about as well. Um, he says not on there. Oh yeah, it's on my page. Yeah. She said Digit is great. A savings app. Okay. I think I've heard of it, but I haven't like really did my, due diligence to really learn about it. But like I said, I've been going through E-Trade, and E-Trade is like, I have my kids custodial account and I have my Roth IRA through E-Trade. And like, because I've been with it for so long, I've been like learning a lot about it just by having it. Just getting on there and just learning by having it. What's she said it's called? Opportune now. Oh, okay. What did you just call it opportune now? Jock. So Jock, do you invest in any stocks? Do you have any stocks, any shares or anything? What was that? Huh?
So I am Supreme said check out SoFi. It's online
Oh,
banking
SoFi.
with
Can
investment
you pull up
options.
Wall Street Trapper?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna pull up the Wall Street Trapper so y'all can see who I'm talking about. So you can tap into Wall Street Trapper. He is like one of the smartest when it comes to learning about how to invest in stocks. And he gives you like a step by step about how to do it. So before y'all go spend all that money, before y'all take all these vacations, before y'all go buy all that Louis and Gucci, I am encouraging you to take at least 20 to 30% of that money, that extra money that you have, and invest it. Learn how to invest. So, yeah, let's say you don't really know how to use it yet, or you don't really know how to purchase stock. You don't know what to purchase just yet. You don't know what shares you want to invest in. Like I said, if you have as long as you open up the account, you want to open up the account and just start putting money away into that account. This is not a savings account. This is not for spending. This is strictly for investment. This is an investment account. And if you have children, it's the best time to start right now. $10 to $15 a week is nothing up until the time they get 20, 25, 30 years old, just so that they can start off with something. So there's nobody in my family that like knows anything about stocks and shares and anything about investments. So I feel like I had to learn this so that I can teach it. And I'm teaching my daughter right now. So like I said, at age 18, she um got control over her investment account. And yesterday, with her turning 19, we went over, sat down, we started her reoccurring deposits into her investment account so that she can start saving money and start to invest in her own, buying her own shares of whatever it may be. So one of the things, I know everybody have an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you also need to have Apple shares. You need to have shares of Apple. It's crazy to go spend thousands of dollars on a phone and not even own any type of shares. So listen, if you have an iPhone, I'm encouraging you, go purchase some Apple stock as well. Um, so yeah, if y'all can see, they can see that, right? If y'all can see that screen, this is Wall Street the Trapper. He is one of the like best people to learn from when it comes to investment, when it comes to stocks. He teaches you step by step what you should do, how to set up your account, where to set up your account. He every video is, him telling you some of the best stocks that he's invested in. And let me tell you, he's made millions off of investments. And if you listen to his story, he went to prison for, I think, about 10 years. He did some prison time. And while he was in prison, he met those people that, let's see, while he was in prison is how he learned. He met people that showed him how to invest in stocks, and he's made millions off of investments. So you definitely want to listen to somebody who knows what they're doing. Oh, Jock said, yes, Bitcoin and Walmart. Yes, Bitcoin and Walmart are two good. Oh, those are two that you invest in. And she has the Vanguard and a Roth IRA. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, Vanguard is one of the ones that I just learned about. And I know it's probably like I'm new to it. So Vanguard is one of the ones I just learned about. And I'm planning on getting me some Vanguard shares for sure. I think it's like I said, I believe it's a little over 600. Last time I looked at it, it was about a little bit over $600 a share. So yeah, that's your vacation right there. Instead of taking that vacation, buy you 2 shares of that Vanguard, 12 12 to $1,300 for you to own something that's gonna make you money. So yeah, y'all want to tap into Wall Street the Trapper. He's huge actually. Like a lot of people don't even know. If you don't know anything about stocks, if you know anything about stocks, you've heard of Wall Street the Trapper for sure. Jock, do you know who he is? Let me say. So yeah, I set up my Roth IRA through E-Trade too. So that's one of the ones that I invest in. Right now, let me show you what I have. Tell y'all what I have right now. So my son has a couple shares of Sony. He's a video game person, loves to play video games. So he has a couple shares of Sony. Mm. She said, "Yes, yes." Like he know exactly what he's talking about when it comes to stocks, when it comes to investments. He definitely has the knowledge for sure. Oh, Supreme. Oh, I think those are a couple stocks that he. Do you invest in those, Supreme? I am Supreme, or are those some that you are um just referring? Nvidia, yeah. Aren't you? Yeah, I have. So that's one of them. Earn Your Leisure. Can you play? Um, can you play one of what's the name? Okay, Wall Street the Trapper videos. So even with my IRA account, which is my investment account, I put money into that every time I get paid, and with that money that goes into that account, I also buy shares. So it's not just money that's just sitting in an account; it's money that's making money. So I'm encouraging you. You want to start using your money to make more money instead of just blowing it. Let me see. I think Walmart stock is like one of the biggest ones. One of the videos that I seen with Wall Street the Trapper, he was talking about Monster, like the energy drink Monster is actually brought by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola owns Monster. So that was one of the stocks that he was referring. Who said, "Oh, I'm Supreme," said, "Yes, the goal is $200 a month in dividends." Okay. Get you a high yield savings account. Now that's what I do have to do, Jock. Get my high yield savings account. And that's crazy because I actually had that written down as on my to-do list. So one of my stocks is Barclays. The code for Barclays is BCS. And that stock has actually been doing good. I've had that one for a while. And that's been doing good. I mean, it's slow. It's like a slow progress. So, like I said, if you're looking for a get rich fast scheme, this isn't it. This is slowly investing. Let's see. It don't matter. Just play one. How to invest in your 30s.
Listen, if you're in your 30s and you're ready to invest your first $1,000, this matters more than you think. These are prime bills years. How to stabilize your future. I get it. I want you to understand. You probably have kids, you probably have mortgage, career pressure, entrepreneurial pressure, all of that. So this $1,000 is not about gambling. It's foundation to your future. Let's build the base and let's start up. First, we're going to start with opening a Roth IRA. Charles Schwab, Fidelity, E-Trade, Vanguard. Yes, this is essential and non-negotiable because this is tax-free wealth. You may not be thinking about retirement right now, but it's closer than you really realize. Because we have the Roth IRA, it's now $7,500 a year. But we start with 1,000, so we're gonna put that in growth. Something like AIQ or QQQM. These are great ETFs that gives us access to AI and an ecosystem that's building the future. But all you having everything on one cup, that's essential. Now our second position gonna be something stable like Walmart, Amazon, and even BJ's because people need these daily no matter, and AI is not gonna interrupt these industries. Now, we're gonna keep $200 of that on the side of that $1,000. 200, that's gonna help us buy this. Lastly, but this should have been number two, we're gonna automate a certain amount of money each week. Typically a number that makes us uncomfortable. Why? Because you're paying tuition for your future today. Because at this stage, you don't need to be clever, you don't need to try to outsmart the market, you just need to be consistent. Compounding is your advantage right here. In your 30s, the real wealth jumps comes from increasing those contributions, not really trying to find a perfect stock. And remember this before we go. The way you invest today decides your future for tomorrow. Wall Street Trapper, salute.
Yeah, so that's a good one because I know a lot of people. You can come if you can come up with $1,000 for that trip. You can come up with $1,000 to start to invest in your future. That's like nothing. It's nothing as long as you get your foot in the game. Like that's all that matters. And one of the things that I learned from him as far as like what stocks to invest in is as far as like let's talk about Walmart. So Walmart is have a lot of essentials. Well, anything that goes down whenever there's like a snowstorm or whatever happens, Walmart is going to stay in business. Everybody need things from Walmart. So that's one of the best things to invest in. Walmart will always be in business. They have like literally everything that you need in one spot. So that's one of the ones that I've learned from him. That's like one of the best stocks to invest in is Walmart, as well as Amazon, because we all know that right now e-commerce, Amazon is doing great. Amazon will continue to do great because they have over a lot of other people. They have fast delivery. People want things right now. So with Amazon, with people ordering from Amazon, they have fast delivery. They're going to be in business for decades to come. So you definitely want to start looking at what's happening around you and the necessities that people need, and those are the things that you want to invest in. Every time Apple come out with an iPhone, every time you know that Apple is about to release a new iPhone, buy some shares. Every time you know they about to release a new phone, it's time to buy some shares. Before you buy the phone, buy shares first. One of the things that I learned from him. And if you're not into stocks, let's say you're into real estate or you're into land, I think that's probably one of the top investments. If you have a couple $1,000s that you don't know what to do with and you want to start to invest, buy land. There's so much land that's available, especially right now we're in Flint. There's land available everywhere. Buy land and just sit on it until you're ready to either sell it or until it makes a profit and then sell it. So it's just so many ways that you can invest, especially if you have $1,000. Like I said, a lot of people, they believe they need a lot of money to invest, and you don't need a lot of money to invest. All you need is the knowledge on how to invest. You can have $100. All you need is the knowledge to how to invest it. So it's just important to start looking for that type of information and listening to the people who know what they're talking about when it comes to it. Now, when I first got into investing in stocks, and it was overwhelming because I knew nothing. I knew nothing about it. There's nobody around me who taught me anything about it. So I went and started looking for this type of information. And Wall Street Trapper was one of the people that I ran into who had a lot of knowledge about it. Who said, what he say? I'm supreme. What they say? Oh, Fun Rise. Is that Fun Rise? Is a
So let's go up some. So he was saying
Oh yeah,
Troy and
Jock said
Bale,
Alta.
two cold brothers from Earn Your Leisure, and then Jock said yes,
Alta
Ultra
is a
is a
good one.
good.
Yeah, because yeah, Jock's a makeup artist, so that's like
Yeah.
one of the best investments to make. If you do makeup and you use Alta, you go to Alta to buy your makeup, you should be investing in that stock as well. You should be investing in some shares of Alta. I'm Supreme said Amazon. Yep, Amazon. Oh, Amazon is 216 today. And listen, y'all go buy Jordans for $200-$300. If you can buy Jordans, listen, it's invest in Nike stock first, and you go get some shares of Nike first.
So one of the rules, if I could, that I've been told is if you purchase it and it's in your house,
Then you
find
should
out
be
if
in.
they have
Yeah,
a stock that you can purchase.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the big problem because and I'm not even being funny when I say this, but in the black community, they spend money on the product instead of the shares.
Right.
And it's like the crazy thing because they would stand in line for Jordans. Like y'all would stand in line to buy a pair of Jordans before you invest in Nike stock is crazy. She said it's like speaking it is definitely like speaking a foreign language, hearing a foreign language if you don't know anything about it. And like I said, in the black community, most people don't know anything about how to invest. They don't know where to start. Is very overwhelming. So, and anything that scares you, you're not going to go towards it. Like a lot of people are not going to go towards trying to invest in stocks because it's so overwhelming to try and learn it. They have to learn everything about it. So they're going to go away. They're not going to go towards it. Yeah, the dumb stuff, Jock. Right. Standing in line to buy Jordans when you don't even own not one share of Nike is crazy. How many pair of Nike do you own? How many Nike stocks do you own? You would never see me standing in line for the Nikes. Nah, I don't do that at all. But anything that you have in your house, you got to start looking the things that you spend the most money on. That's what you want to invest in. The things that you spend the most money on, the phones. Everybody that have iPhones should have at least one share of Apple. So that's what you want to start spending your money on before you go spend money on the material thing. Make sure you're making money as well. Um, we talked about the S&P van the any S&P index fund is good because they have the top 500 companies of the US in one index fund. So if you don't know essentially what you want to invest in, then you invest in a S&P index fund. They have multiple businesses in that one index fund, so you don't have to necessarily go invest in one stock. You don't have to invest in one company. If you invest in that one index fund, then you're investing in 500 different companies in the US. So if you don't know, you don't know, you get confused, you don't know what you want to spend your money on, that would be like one of the best options. That personally, like I said, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, but I'm just telling you about my experience. That will probably be one of the best ones to invest in if you don't know what to invest in. I Am Supreme said, check out my book, Intelligence Over Emotions, Beginner's Guide to Investing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm always into trying to learn about investments and how I can build a future for my kids, because I one of the things I struggled with as far as like growing up, nobody taught financial literacy. Nobody taught anything about investing when I was growing up and as a teenager in my 20s. Nobody taught this type of stuff. So learning about it now, I get to teach my kids so that they will know. So yeah, on some days I get to sit down and we go over their investments and we go over what they made or what they lost, because it is gambling. Don't get it twisted. It's just like gambling. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. But if you're not in the game, you're already losing. You're losing if you don't have any money in the game at all. Um yeah, if you have kids, set up the custodial account for your kids right now. No matter how old they are, if they're under 18 years old, you want to set up a custodial account. Once they get 18 years old, then they automatically have access to that account to start to maneuver themselves. But you want to teach them as they grow how to use it so that they'll know how to gain money from it instead of just spending the money and taking it out. Good evening. Oh, hey, Tommy, what's going on? We are talking about investments. We're talking about what to do with that profit sharing so y'all won't go spend it on that money and on vacations and buying the Louis and Gucci and all that. We want to talk about investments, learning how to invest, where to put that money so that you can make money and that you can set those kids up for a better future. Instead of buying them Jordans, make sure you buy them a share of Nike. Yeah, you can make it gambling. Yep. Um, you said it's not gambling. Well, I'm not gonna say it's just like gambling, but when you have money in stocks and in shares, it's a possibility that you can lose. It's a possibility that you will lose money as well. It's not always that you're gonna win every time you put money in, but you have to be ready. Whatever you put into that account, you have to know that it's going towards an investment. This is not money that you get to spend. You're not spending money, you're investing money. Um, yeah, like I say, it can be like game. It can be a fun game, you know. It could be a fun game. But like I said, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you the information that I use and the things that I know and what I learned. And like I said, if you're looking for more knowledge about how to invest in stocks and how to buy shares and how to set up your account, you want to tap into Wall Street, the Wall Street Trapper. He is like one of the best people to go to that I know. And I know there's more, but I that's the one that I go to. That's the his YouTube page. I check out his YouTube page. I watch his YouTube page every day. And you want to write some of this stuff down because you won't remember it all. Whenever you're watching any of his videos, make sure you have a pen and paper with you so that you can write down some of this information because you will forget it if you don't.
Oh, if I could add to you, I
Uh-huh.
would say check out Earn Your Leisure because they're the
Oh,
ones that
yeah.
I heard him through.
Do you
So
have a clip of Earn Your Leisure? We're going to pull up
yeah,
Earn Your Leisure is another one that you
yeah,
will want
they
to
the
check
ones that
out.
put him on, far as my understanding, because
Okay.
I didn't know about him
He
until
got a good
I
story too.
seen.
Like
Yeah,
you want to
I
listen to
heard.
his story about how he got into stocks because he's one of us, y'all. He's one of us. So he the way he teaches stocks is the way I'm sure that you will be able to learn it. It's not as overwhelming. So we're pulling up Earn Your Leisure. This is another YouTube page that you want to check out
Yeah, these guys they beast.
when it comes to
This guy right here, he's the truth.
okay, who is that? What's his name?
Him right there. sector. They have 90% of market share. That's a great sign. Number two, doing like revenues compounding 25%
Mm-hmm.
to 50% year over year. And three, inside ownership is incredibly high. You can go to Yahoo Finance or CNBC and type in a stock, but if the inside ownership is not high, there's a reason why. Like when we went to NVIDIA, we had the fortunate meeting one of the founders. Three signs. So yeah. So earn your leisure. They most
Yeah.
definitely
So
put
yeah,
game.
you want to tap into earn your leisure as well. So you got two YouTube pages that you can subscribe to learn a lot of information that if you're interested in investing in purchasing stock and buying shares, you want to tap into Wall Street Trapper and earn your leisure. Those are two of the main one that I don't even know earn your leisure. I heard of it, but I'm going to tap into that myself just to learn a little bit more. Can't go wrong with learning more about it. Who's that? You need a strategy. Yeah, you need a strategy and a plan. So part of my strategy is making sure that I have that reoccurring deposit that goes into my account every time I get paid. If you have a job, that's a great way to start a reoccurring deposit into your investment account. Once you start your investment account, you can put as much as you want or as little as you want into that account. So if you have a little extra money, you throw a little extra money on top of it. But if you want to start low. Put $10 in there, put $15 in there. $10 a week. I'm sure you spend more than that on BS. So yeah, you just want to start where you're comfortable at. Um, he said he started his investment journey at Flint Central. Okay, that had to be a while ago. Flint Central, because they've been closed for a while. But yeah, you want to at least start putting it in a little bit just to get your foot in the game until you learn a little bit more about how to purchase and what to invest in. So as y'all know, there's like a whole war going on right now. And that's one of the important things to learn when it comes to purchasing stock, because you're going to know what's going up like in price and what's going to be needed more. So you know about the war that's happening right now?
Several wars. You got to think about Venezuela,
So
Ukraine,
I know that as far as like the
Mexico,
US,
Iran,
yeah.
all of those
So
things.
I ran and I was talking to Alexa, talking
Mhm.
to Alexa a couple days ago. Iran is bombing Dubai right now
I heard.
because Dubai hosts the U.S. Military operations. There's places in Dubai that host the military operations for the U.S., and that's why Dubai is getting bombed. Not anything specifically about Dubai, is because that they host for the U.S. The
Yeah,
U.S. is
United Arab Emirates. So yeah, so
yeah,
we were. That's why they became strategic partners with us, so stuff like that wouldn't happen.
yeah,
But now since um, we've engaged, they took the gloves off.
yeah.
So now,
So I know I've
yeah,
seen a lot of videos and people was wondering like what's happening new, like why is Dubai getting bombed, and what did
say
they do?
not the
Well,
money.
yeah, they didn't do anything. It's just the fact that they host the US military operations in some of like at their airport. That's why the airport got bombed.
Like
That's
if
why the
y'all
airport
cool
was
with them, then
attacked.
all right, y'all pick sides. Y'all cool with them.
Yeah. So that's why Dubai is getting bombed right now and getting attacked, because they have the US as an ally and they host some of their military operations. And the places in Dubai where they host the US operations, those are the ones that are getting attacked. So the places in Dubai that has been attacked are the places where the US do their operations. And they've been like bombing U.S. bases, military bases on the Gulf. What's it called? I forgot what it's called, but anywhere where they have access to
Yeah,
get to, they're bombing any type of U.S. military base where
yeah. I
they.
haven't kept up with it because I did my time in Afghanistan, so it's
So
and
is
then
it
I
is
got
it like triggering for you to?
it can be. So I try to
Okay.
not go into it too deep because I
Mm-hmm.
get upset and frustrated. Um, about certain things about it because I understand the impact and the cost. You know,
It's crazy. Like that's crazy to
yeah,
think. because I seen a video of a girl like trapped in Dubai. She from the US and she trapped in Dubai because they then attacked all the US military bases and operations in Dubai. So
Mm,
she can't even go to the US embassy
right.
in Dubai. So she like trapped there until
Yeah.
indefinitely. I
So
don't know.
paradise then became hell.
Yeah, that's crazy because that's like one of the prettiest places I've seen. Like as far as a video, I never been there, but as far as like videos and all that, and
Yeah.
there's like one of the there's a um influencer that I follow. And she lives in Dubai too. I haven't seen any videos from her lately too. And I'll usually like watch her videos. Her name is Afnan Khalifa. I think I talked about her before.
Mm. Oh
Afnan
yeah, you
Khalifa.
did.
Yeah, she is like an business influencer and motivational speaker, and she does a lot, and she lives in Dubai. And yeah, they're bombing. Like it's not even safe. And it's been like flights that's been like they said they've been in the air, flights coming from the US going to Dubai, and I think it's like a 16-hour flight, and they got like halfway there and then had to turn
Turn around.
around. Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I am supreme. Said Qatar, Kuwait. Yes, it's wild. And then he says the king is making provisions for all guests. I
Hmm.
visited Dubai. It's amazing. Hey, Supreme, you've been a very consistent collaborator when it comes to interacting with us. We're gonna have to have you on one
I
of the
know we're gonna have to
shows,
bring you on the show. You got a lot of knowledge that
or you're gonna have
can
to
be
call
useful.
in and put us up on some more game. You know, not
Right.
not just from a distance, but up close and personal.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, let's go over this again. If you are interested in investments, interested in stocks and learning investments, you want to tap into two the people that I know, well, one that I know and one that I just got introduced to. But Wall Street the Trapper will help you as far as like learning how to set up your accounts. You have I go through E-Trade if you want to learn how to set up he said please and thank you. We got you. If you're looking to learn how to set up your investments account, I go through E-Trade. That's a good one. But there's also Vanguard, Robinhood, Cash App if you're looking to set up the account. And if you're looking to learn about more knowledge about the investments, about stocks and how to invest and all that, Wall Street the Trapper and what was it? Earn Your
Earn your
Leisure.
leisure.
Those are two that you want to tap into, get to know, and start to invest, start to put some money up and start to make money off your money. Like I said, it can be very overwhelming when you don't know anything about investments, about stocks, but it will be worth it in the end. So you definitely want to start putting some money up and start to invest, start to buy those shares instead of the product. So listen, y'all. I thank y'all for tapping in. Thank you. I am Supreme Jock. Thank y'all for tapping in. Tommy. Thank y'all for tapping in with this. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to Out of the Mud. Like, share, and subscribe to Out of the Mud. We have a bunch of different podcast hosts. You'll learn a lot just by watching. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Jock, for tapping in. And when y'all, if y'all looking for that makeup, make sure you tap into Jock. What's the company? I know her name Jock for sure.
I'm thinking about earn your leisure. It's I makeup is my life. MUA job.
MUA Jock. Okay. Tap in. You if you need the makeup in the Flint area, make sure or surrounding, make sure y'all tap in with I am
Say makeup is my
makeup
life.
makeup
Uh,
is my life. Okay.
MUA jock. Makeupismylife.com.
All right. So yeah, make sure y'all tap in next Wednesday for Juice the Truth. We coming with some more knowledge about something that may help you build your portfolio. You want to build your portfolio. That's the thing. That's what I want y'all to leave with. Start to build a portfolio. Build your stock portfolio so that you know how to invest and to get those kids ready for the future as far as investing and buying stock, shares, all that. So thank y'all for tapping in. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Holla back.